Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the Free to Play. Thanks for being here. We're just getting what we're getting today. I don't have no idea what's going on. We just got thumped all over the place, and every GEC that we did today, it was just, we were up against superior competition across the board, and the only way we wanted is people didn't play, and we happened to play. And that's not a comforting thought, because, you know, you don't like to get stomped. And I don't know if I'm going to end up putting this video out, but I actually shot a video. I don't know if I'm going to actually end up publishing it about my original account, and who it was up against. But if you don't know about my original account is the very first account that I started, and I've ended up spending a little bit of money on it, and it's a low mid 4 million, something like that. And you know, in this account, obviously I am going for Slicker SLKR, but I'm not a guy who I just have no little. I just, in general, I don't have any draw to Galactic Legends. There's not a one that I specifically would say that I particularly care for, because they're all just, to me, they're just meh. And you know, because of the way I play, I will get to all of them eventually. Because I don't think, unless you're just going off and building random Tusking teams and random Jawa teams, which I may or may not do, honestly. But they're not taking me anyplace. And so across the board on all of my accounts, I'm trying to get places. This is the first one that I'm doing where I'm actually going for a Galactic Legend first. And to be fair, it's at least a little unsettling, just because of the fact that I mean, for those of you who don't know, I played Disney Sorcery Arena from the time it launched until the time they closed the doors, which was in July, yeah, or late June, or the end of June, and I was kind of crushed by it because, unlike Star Wars, Disney has characters that I absolutely love. I mean, that I grew up with. I grew up. My three favorite characters in Disney of all time are Peter Pan, Robin Hood, and the Edwin Mad Hatter, and I love them. And for me, there's a lot of grandiose. People. Younger people than me, they love Hercules. I'm like, I've maybe seen Hercules, but Hercules doesn't move. It's not the end all be all of Disney when it comes to me. If you're talking to me about what I love Alice in Wonderland. I love Peter Pan. I would say that I love Wreck-It Ralph. I would say that I love Robin Hood, obviously. Did I mention Robin Hood? I probably did. But I mean, there's characters I actually care about in Disney, whereas Star Wars, it's like I don't have anybody I care about. Well, not true. Not true. If you watch my daily videos, there is one character that I care about. And um for those of you who don't know her name, it's a her. Spoilers. It's a her, and her name is Mara Jade. Not specifically Mara Jade, the Emperor's Hand, but Mara Jade. Mara Jade. I care about Mara Jade. And for whatever reason, the forces that be have no interest in bringing her to canon. And the guy who created her, Timothy Zahn, has asked and asked, and they're like, nah. But, and so for me, that is it's kind of a point of pain for me. And I've talked about this on my daily video. I can't remember which specific episode, but I think it was earlier this year. I talked about her and, how much I feel like Disney's making a mistake by not utilizing her. And because I play a good amount of the Old Republic, I also have a soft spot not for KOTOR characters per se, but for characters from the Old Republic. And whether they get around, I mean, but they're insistent on, they're just bringing out one iteration of a television character at a time. Why they haven't gotten to. I mean, I understand why they haven't got to season 3 of the Bad Batch, because they're doing it in order. And I think Bad Batch will come sometime next year in 2015. But I think that, obviously we're in this Ahsoka season 1 mode. We got out of Mando season 3 mode late last year, which was about 6 months after the show came out. And we've had to wait a year for the Ahsoka stuff to come in. If we get Bad Batch stuff by May, I'll be very happy. And there's a lot of stuff they could do for the Bad Batch, but whether they do it or not, I don't know. And that is a possibility of something they could flesh out in whatever series they're going to do. And I would love to watch it if they did, because there's a lot of potential there. And I mean, I watched Ahsoka. I'm just, it was an interesting story. I just think that it could have been. I just think that it was constructed poorly. I really don't have an attention to Balin or Shin or whoever. I mean, quite frankly, I have a much more of a connection to Mom and Mandalore than I do Balin. But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I have no idea. and I'm okay with that. And I don't have a strong connection to Ahsoka. And so for me, everyone that's going gaga over Ahsoka, that's like, and I don't have a strong attachment to Lord Vader. I don't have a strong attachment to uh, Slicker, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I have a strong attachment to Rey or Jedi Master Kenobi or Lord Vader or uh, Jedi Master Luke or Sith Eternal Emperor or any of these galactic legends. I just don't have a strong connection to them. I don't have a connection to them. I like with the Disney game I talked about. I have a strong connection to Alice in Wonderland. I have a strong connection to Peter Pan. I wish they would have made Peter Pan. Peter Pan could have been so epic in that game, but they just left him so lackluster. And I think largely speaking, they treated that game poorly. And I'm still upset about it because of what they did to that game. And here there's just, Mara Jade, Disney saying that they don't want to use Mara Jade. That kind of pisses me off. And so it's like I don't not like Galactic Legends. They're not giving me a reason to want to play a Galactic Legend other than this one game mode called GAC. And I know for some of you that might be hard to swallow, and that's really the impetus of why I'm having a large a problem getting my whatever in gear to be excited about these characters, because to me they're just random people, and there's no draw for me for these people. And you can tell me, blah blah blah, they're so great. Okay, I will tell you. You throw that at me, I will throw. Oh yeah, well, when they put when Disney takes Mara Jade seriously, then we can talk. Until then, I don't care. Because, and I know there's a lot of backstory about Mara Jade, and I know there's a lot of everything concerning Mara Jade, and but it's like, what if you just took a chance and see what, if there's anything there? I mean, you took a chance with this show that nobody wanted to watch, and you wasted how much money on it, and but for whatever reason you're wanting to put women in shows, and last time I checked, Mara Jade was a woman, and you know but I guess on some level, you actually have to care about the fans, and as we've seen previously, if you don't give the fans at least some semblance of what they want, people get mad, and they start using names that have nothing to do with anything. It's just, we're fans and we want a good story. And for me, I want somebody to care about. I want somebody to care about. There's nobody, for me, there's very little in Star Wars that I care about. I'm just being honest. But I want there to be that draw. I want them to create somebody so epic. Like I want to feel about someone like I felt about Luke Skywalker when I watched the end of when I watched the original trilogy. And since and Jedi Master Luke is not that same version of Luke Skywalker. He is a totally different version of that character. Now, I may end up getting Jedi Master Luke at some point if he was, and he may end up being the end all be all for me. But for right now, we're not there. And I want Disney, Star Wars, whatever, to give me a reason to care about them. But as far as Galactic Legends, even Ahsoka, and maybe when they get around putting Thrawn in, they'll actually do Ahsoka right. Do Mara right, and give, and we can have a different version of Mara. Because, I've said it on my daily account. Mara Jade will be the first reluctant I have on my account, and on this account as well, on every account. Once I start her, once we get going on her, she'll sit around and you'll get tired of seeing her icon because it will always be on the screen in my favorites. She will be there. But, yeah. Anyway, that's all I got. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Otherwise, see you tomorrow. Bye.